Hello and welcome to the Cranky Old Gamer. Today we're going to do an indie spotlight on one of the most popular horror games coming out right now, Outlast. Now, I almost didn't do a video on this only because it seems like everybody and their brother is doing a video on Outlast. It's been hitting it really big, they've been hyping it up for a while, but I had to, because this game is fan-fucking-tastic. I almost did it last week because it came out 2 days before Thursday. It came out Tuesday last week. But I wanted to hold off because I wanted to actually finish the game before doing a video on it. So, let's go ahead and take a look at our options, like as usual. General, you got your language, tutorials, you can turn them off. A lot of the game is pretty self-explanatory. The controls are very, very simple. Show your crosshair, I don't know why I use it. It's a dot. It's not going to break your immersion, but if you want to get rid of it, you can. This, I guess, if you have a controller. Toggle crouch. I'm not a big fan of that. Sensitivity, okay. Controller, sure. Vibration, I'm not using my controller. Show subtitles. There's not a whole lot of dialogue. There's some. Actually, no, you know what? Later on in the game, you might want to turn this on. One of the few problems I actually do have with this game. See this right here, the volume? It's a general global volume issue. I have issue with games that have just a global volume slider instead of something specifically for voice acting, music, and sound effects. There is a scene later in the game where you're being chased by something, and you duck and hide into a room, and there's a character in the room who starts talking to you. And I couldn't hear what the fuck he was saying over the chase background music. And that was kind of a problem I had. But other than that, I haven't had a lot of problems with the game. Graphics, textures high, shadows high, blah 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 blah. Okay. You can change your gamma. I like the way they do this. It's not just a symbol. There's a guy hiding in the shadow. Slide it till you can't see him. Yeah. For the sake of the video, I've already beaten this, so for the sake of the video, and controls, simple, like I said. Sure. Alright, so let's go ahead and continue where I left off. Assuming I didn't just leave off at the beginning. Okay. So, this is kind of where you start. I just wanted to skip the beginning part. You pull up, and this is an insane asylum that you are... Oops. Got your notes and documents. Notes are your own character, kind of your journal. Documents are things you pick up. So here's the basic plot of the game. That's it. Let's see. 2 weeks of software consult, all sorts of NDAs. I'm very much breaking, but seriously, fuck those guys. Terrible things are happening, don't understand it, don't believe half the things I saw. Dream therapy going too deep, finding something that had been waiting for them in the mountain. It needs to be exposed. And you're a journalist. Okay, so here's your little... It's still pretty light out, your car is actually over there. This is your first area of darkness. Can't see shit. So you pull up your trusty camera, and a lot of the game is spent in night vision. And oh my god, does it add to the creep factor. I am going to go ahead and say that Outlast is one of the scariest games I've ever played. Now, you don't have to have your camera up, but just know that any events that happen will not be recorded in your notes if it doesn't, or if your camera's not up. Okay, that was just a stupid jump scare. That is not what I mean by this game being terrifying. The game does some things very well. I do like this. You can just open, or hold down the button and slowly creep through. lot of the things it does for you automatically, like that. You do need to pick up batteries, because that is one of the more tense aspects of the game. Your camera uses batteries. Oh, I always like that you can see your body. It's fully animated. He's really walking around. Love that. Your camera only uses batteries when you're in night vision. And we have some blood on the floor. And, okay, these are documents. So let's see. Project Walrider, patient status report for William Hope. Morphogenic engine activity observed at unprecedented scale. Continuing hormone schedules. Spirometry revealed no bronchial accumulation. Hematocrit centrifuge again failed to separate erythrocytes. Billy. Billy will plague you for that whole game. Billy is a scary motherfucker. One thing... Part of me really likes this. Part of me really wishes they had incorporated it more. I honestly can't think of a single time in the game that this ever came into play, but then again, I was also... Once I noticed that this happened, I avoided it like the plague. So it may have happened, I just might have been good at avoiding it. I'm gonna step on the blood here. Watch. Bloody footprints. And you have to walk for a little while before they fade away. Anytime you step in blood, that happens. And they locked the door. One of the more immersing things in this game is the fact that your character does get scared shitless. He does breathe heavily and... have to go up there? You do. Okay. The game is not shy about showing you things also. There are some that believe... See, somebody was running around there. It does know the difference between showing too much and showing too little. But for the most part, you know exactly what's coming after you, and that kind of makes it... You know what? I've played this fucking game, and that scared the shit out of me. I knew that was coming. Headless bodies. Oh, and there's their heads.
They killed us. They got out. The variants. You can't fight them. You have to hide. You can unlock the main doors for the security control. You have to get the fuck out of this terrible place.
Lots and lots of guts. And severed heads. Uh-oh. And you can see in the upper right-hand corner, I'm running out of batteries. Remember me talking about Billy? I love this, watch. I love that he puts his hand on the corner when you come up close to it. That is incredibly immersing. Oh, as far as notes and recording, so here we go. I'm inside. This is your actual... Miles, your main character, is actually very funny. He's a sarcastic, like, it's gallows humor, but... let's see. Bodies everywhere, blood, burn marks, heads lined up like bottles in a bar, dead Murkoff scientists hung from the ceiling. Their badges say Murkoff Advanced Research Systems. Spend a profit off the exploitation of supposed charity, fuck the third world, and bankroll another billion. How did Murkoff think they could make money off a building full of crazy people? There's some kind of tactical cop pinned like a pig on a spit. Tells me to get the fuck out and dies. Would have been a good thing to hear when I could still leave the way I came. So that's your journal.
Little pig.
And that was Billy.
And who are you, then? I see. Merciful God, you have sent me an apostle. Guard your life, son. You have a calling.
Okay. New objective. Escape. Dead bodies everywhere. These people have had a very bad day. Now, okay, the game is not perfect. I'm not going to say that this is the end-all be-all. It is easily one of the scariest games I've ever played, but that said, it is very brief. The whole game can be beaten in probably 5 hours. Maybe more, maybe less, depending on how much time you take. It's very linear. There is only one way to go. Sometimes you have to find that way with doors and stuff, find which door works, but... is incredibly effective in this game. So yeah, it's brief, it's linear, but what it does right, it does really right. I'm trying not to give any spoilers, but there is a sequence later on being chased by a mad doctor in a hospital wing that is one of the more harrowing and terrifying moments in a video game I've ever had the pleasure of experiencing. He will hunt your ass down, and all you can do is hide. That's a great show you're watching there, buddy. Okay. Well, fortunately these guys are all comatose and they're not gonna fuck with you, so... Graphically, the game is fantastic. Really good use of lighting. And as I said, I like that you can see your body. That is a big deal to me. They do reuse a lot of assets. You'll see kind of, the same chairs, the same doors, the same boarding on the doors. But it's what are you going to do? You see a lot of that in games. Honestly, for an indie game, this feels like a AAA title. Except for the length. As far as the linearity, it didn't really bother me. The only thing that did kind of bother me was the lack of puzzles. I mean, there are puzzles, but they are like, you have 3 branching paths. Go to the end of each one of them, flip a switch or spin a wheel, and come back. And that's it. I heard a door slam. But it's not necessarily about the puzzles, it's about surviving. Because shit will try to kill you. Between Billy, the Doctor, various other colorful characters throughout the game. And you're just armed with your trusty camera.
Why should we have to pay for it? Why do we have to die? Walker will kill us just for being sick. We're still people. We didn't choose this.
Okay, that dialogue right there is what's kind of like really effective in this game. Is like a lot of these guys you genuinely kind of feel for. Like, just they didn't want to be part of these experiments. What are you doing? No. There are times that I can't help but wonder how his heavy breathing and whimpering doesn't... Hi, Billy.
You are here, aren't you? Pig. I'll find all of yours.
That's right. Walk away, Billy. Walk away. Alright, so I don't want to show you any more, only because, like I said, it is a very brief game, and I don't want to spoil everything for you. This is literally just the first 20 minutes, half hour of the game. I highly recommend that this is worth the full $20 price tag. It's brand new on Steam, so I am sure that someday it'll drop in price, but even if it doesn't, it's worth it. This is a fantastic, terrifying game. It is one of the few games to nearly make me shit myself on multiple occasions. It's got a fairly interesting story. mystery will kind of keep you... Oh, shit.
Who's there?
See, this is your first of... You gotta turn on the pumps. Alright, we'll show you this, and then we'll... You can hear there's somebody yelling for me. Batteries, oh... I almost wish there was... I didn't see if there was a difficulty level, but I kind of wish there was, because the game gives you a false sense of fear with the batteries. I ran around in... Uh-oh. Now keep in mind, it is pitch black, so he is blind as well, but they can hear you. Go up there. Shit. Oh shit, he saw me. Fuck. Okay then. Got a little sloppy. I always get sloppy when I'm recording. Alright guys, so that is Outlast. I highly recommend it. It's a fucking awesome game. Yeah, check it out. It's worth the $20 if you like scary games. I personally found this way more scary than either one of the Amnesias. So, alright guys, don't forget to check out my Facebook, facebook.com/thecrankyoldgamer. Don't forget to check out my Twitter, CrankyOldGamerX. And Twitter is the best way to find when my videos are uploaded to YouTube, as well as when I'm streaming live on Twitch TV under the name The Cranky Old Gamer. Come and join us on a stream and have a good time. I like to take requests. I'll play with, if people want to see me play something. I may even play this one night. You're angry. Alright guys, thank you guys for watching. This has been The Cranky Old Gamer. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. Don't forget to change your batteries. Alright guys, we'll see you later.